Hey guys, how's it going? Mac Ruiz and Jerry DeLamis here with Last Political Atlas. We are going over the video of Tom Macdonald's Trying to Kill Me. This will be Jerry's first time seeing this, so like and subscribe. Comment down below for other songs that you guys would like Jerry to look at. Let's get into this.
I admit it, I'm afraid they gon' kill me for this. Probably put me in my grave for the lyrics I spit. Been exposing the truth and all the secrets they covering. If I die, it was big pharma or government. Been putting too much truth in my songs. They gon' stage a suicide and say I chose to move on. Probably cutting my brakes so when I tour too long, I'll die in a crash, say I was driving and drunk. Look, the Illuminati real. They're trying to make you dumb, trying to numb you out with pills, trying to make you broke, trying to tell you what's a deal. Processing your food so now none of it is real. You eating super good but you still be getting ill. You working super hard but you still can't pay the bills. Silencing the visionaries, revising the dictionaries. Now you just can't find the right words to say and express how you feel. Target on my back, I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that then. I bet they wanna see me dead. They're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know, I said they would kill me. I admit it, I'm afraid they gon' murder me.
He's after Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's it's funny that people tell the truth and just put the truth out there, and how it ends up causing them to feel persecuted. Now that's not just for one is why are so few putting the truth out there? One's got to question that, because it's not just a few who know it. But why just such a few putting it out there? And then why do those who are putting the truth out there end up having to feel persecuted? And that there could be as this song says, a threat even to his life as he's pulling the bugs out of all of his stuff where he's being listened to. And of course he's saying it on the air, so everybody's listening to him. But it is interesting, and because. I think it was Herod who said, "What is truth?" And Pontius Pilate, excuse me, he said, "What is truth?" when Jesus was speaking to him, and because the truth has been a victim, and it's been slaughtered, attacked, and molested and perverted in every avenue that we listen to, be it television or radio or even CDs or whatever it happens to be that we're listening to music on, iPods. And why is that? It's because there are those who are steering things that have huge financial profits in it. Pfizer, for one. I know we remember the story with big tobacco. They denied forever, had all kinds of scientists swearing in court, that, oh no, it's not addictive and it's not causing cancer and all that. And the government was still putting a tax stamp on every pack of cigarettes, still is today.
Right.
And I happen to know an attorney, a personal friend of mine, big attorney, and he was having me help run security for his house because he was my neighbor. Because he was taking on big tobacco and he was afraid they're going to come kill his family. And so, those threats are real. When you're talking huge amounts of money, it is. And Tom's shining a light on a lot of things.
Yeah.
He's shining a light on, this is 3 years ago. And he's become not less outspoken, if anything, more.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just taking on the liars is what he's doing. He's taking on the liars. And listen to our government. When they speak, or when Fauci gets up there and speaks, or Pfizer speaks, a congressman gets up there and speaks, or the WHO or UN, who's believing them?
Right.
Who actually believes that they're telling you the truth? And pretty much nobody. And some people read into it. Well, it's kind of the way I believe, kind of the way I want to be, and they I'll take the lesser of two evils and still end up with evil. And Tom's just pointing the light on it, and they don't like the light. They want to run into the shadows, stay in the dark. and they're making tons of money off of us. You think about this, Mac. I was thinking this the other day. I was talking to a guy about Ukraine. And we just got out of this big war. Notice we've always got some kind of war going on continually, right? And we just got out of Afghanistan. And so what happens? Oh, Ukraine. Well, they're our buddies. Since when?
Right.
Since when has Ukraine ever been our buddy? You know, whoever ran a Ukrainian flag in America before all this Ukraine nonsense? Now what are we giving them? Oh, Abrams, tanks. Oh, I get it. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going to give them how many billions of dollars worth of war supplies? You think about the military industrial complex, huge money, and they've got to sell weaponry, and they are. But they just wave a flag and say, "Oh, this poor country is a victim." How the hell do we know? What they were doing with Biden and hiding money and laundering money. How do we know who's how? I mean, we can't believe them when they tell us that the water is okay to drink, and but yet we're going to believe them and then send billions of dollars and maybe some of our human treasure over there to be expended. And and when Tom, I'm surprised Tom hasn't done something on that one yet. And if he has, I haven't heard it yet. But if he does, I'm sure you'll bring it to me. But it's a dangerous world we live in, and we're lied to continually. And nobody likes being lied to. And but we become used to it. Yep. And tolerant of it. I mean, that's what tolerance is, right? I mean, now we've got guys who can't tell what sex they are, women who can't say what sex they are. So they're lying to us, going, some guy says, "Oh, I'm a woman." So no, you're not. You're a liar. You're not a woman. You're not a woman. Your son comes in and says, "I'm your daughter." No, you're not. You're my son, right? Or vice versa, right? That's a lie they're telling. That's just a flat out lie, and it's an attack on the truth. And if we don't have some foundational thing to be able to discern the truth from a lie, we're completely lost. And I think Tom keeps shining that light on the truth, and it is offensive to the liars.
Yep. All right, here we go.
Go murder me, wouldn't be a problem if nobody ever heard of me. But I'm famous, so they'll probably try erasing me with urgency, infect me with a sickness and deny me any surgery. Stop me from exposing all the medicine and currency and terrorism. Always been controlling us so perfectly. I'm telling you with certainty, they say it's for security. They monitor our lives like we live in Nazi Germany. They wanna microchip all the people, you don't believe it. Your fingerprint unlocking your phone, oh how convenient. They trick you to believe in all the angels and demons and say you'll go to hell if you ever go disappoint Jesus. I got a backbone and a platform and a tap phone. Never asked for it to be that known. Take my passport to my dad's boat. Use the back door to escape this place. It's the Truman Show. Target on my back. I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that van. I bet they wanna see me dead. And they're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know. Said they would kill me. I admit it, I'm afraid I'll disappear. They won't issue me a ticket for a minor misdemeanor. They gon' try to lock me up before the moment while I'm here. Just let me take a minute to make sure you see it clear. Cancer has a cure, they killed Biggie and Pop. One thing I know for sure, 9/11 was an inside job. They stamped dollar bills with "In God We Trust," while a single dollar bill the only thing we got. I think they probably think they got us fooled. Distort the information in curriculums at school. They ain't making you a scholar, man, they're making you a fool. They're making you a felon if you choose to break the rules. They designed a game with a million ways to lose, not a single way to win. Only option you can choose is to play it with a grin, or you play it feeling blue. Either way the wheels spin, you won't ever make a move. They gon' kill me for this. Target on my back, I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that van. I bet they wanna see me dead. And they're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know, said they would kill me.
I just walked in the house. Did you leave the door open by chance? I don't know, the door was open. No, I just walked up and the door was like open a crack. Yo, they're in the house! Babe! They're in the house!
Target on my back, I think they're coming for my head. I know I recognize that van. I bet they wanna see me dead. And they're gonna kill me if I leave my room. They're gonna kill me if I go too soon. You should know, I said they would kill me.
You know, I know something about this, and I'll tell you what is the government, what they fear from us and from Tom Macdonald is the voice.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they fear. The mind that has discernment, that knows the truth, but also the voice. And if you're a voice against the powers that be, they will unleash them on you. And I know on my trip to Bunkerville and my return home, and how that went, and then 2 years later, with like 13 FBI agents with machine guns outside my door. I know something about this, Tom. I know something. I know something about this, Mac.
Yeah.
And you and I've had a pretty close relationship on a number of instances where you and I really met and became really good friends, and learned to trust one another and knew that one's motives were true.
Mm-hmm.
And because I know that about you, and I hope you know that about me.
Absolutely.
And I think you do. And when you kick that door open, that nobody wants anybody to know what's behind it, pull that curtain back on the Wizard of Oz, if you will, like the little dog did, Toto, is you're a threat, and you'll get lumped in. I mean, we see how the government works, but people don't complain. Not mass that the government will incarcerate people for years as while they're charged, and deny them the trial, and the prosecution, federal, will drag their heels, letting those people languish in prison for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, whatever it is that they want. I've met some, I know some, and I know something about it. Is that hoping that the outside pressures of family members dying, or a wife divorcing a husband, or a husband divorcing a wife, depending on who they lock up, businesses going bankrupt, houses being foreclosed, maybe kids taken away, especially if you're an only parent, just for speaking up, speaking the truth, and just you openly watching the Department of Justice corruption, because they are corrupt. And we see that they just nailed that FBI agent, which is kind of funny that they even did it. But he was the one going after Trump for the Russian collusion thing, and they got him for money laundering with Russia and a few other charges. I don't remember what they all were, but they got him on a few. But like, he's the only one,
right?
And the big players, right? They throw something out there, throw us a bone, like, oh well, now you can't say we're not doing our job. Yeah, well, what about the rest of them?
Mm-hmm.
And Tom's right. Is if he kicks that wrong door open, draws back that wrong curtain, they very well could come after him, and maybe they are. I don't know. You don't want to sound like a paranoid or a conspiracy theorist, but conspiracies do happen. Yeah. There are conspiracies. They call it a theorist. Well, it's not a theory if it's real. And that movie Conspiracy Theory with Mel Gibson, if anybody hasn't seen it, you should watch it. It's pretty good, actually. And everybody thought he was nuts. And then they found out he wasn't.
Right. And, well, that's like the story of almost all conspiracies. They all start to come true. The 80s, everybody had a conspiracy theory of MK Ultra happening from the 60s, and then 20 years after that, so that'd be 40 years after the experiment. Yeah. MK Ultra absolutely existed, 100%. The cocaine running of the 80s
CIA
was conspiracy theory in the early 2000s, and now today it's common knowledge that we did the cocaine running into the black community. And, just wait 40 years, all conspiracy theories 100% come out. Usually,
it's all
100%, but most conspiracy theories that are of any kind of real good, with good solid foundations, usually come out to being true. Just 40
Yeah.
years later, that's all.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, you're still holding information on the assassination of John Kennedy,
Yeah.
President John F. Kennedy, and they just extended that. They're hiding that information still yet again. Why?
Right.
What's the point? Everybody had anything pretty much to do with it. Instead, why? Because they don't want us to know how corrupt our government was even at that time,
Right.
and how it's become more corrupt.
Let's be real. The assassination of Lincoln.
Yeah.
I mean, how far does this go back? How far does it go back? Is really what it comes down to, or was it always there from the get-go?
I think it's always been there.
Yeah,
and there were a couple of little princes, English princes, that were buried in the London Bridge. They killed them and hid them in their bodies in the London Bridge. So I mean, it's conspiracies happen in power, and the problem is that we, the people, if you will, are the ones who really pay the price.
Right.
And COVID. You take that as because we know that there is a lot of things that we've been lied to about that, and who pays the price? The people.
Right.
Who is the government made right that they bankrupted their businesses? We've got businesses here in town in New Hampshire that were great businesses that went bankrupt because they couldn't. They were service industry and they couldn't provide their service.
Yep.
And nobody's helped them out. Nobody pulled them out. But yet we're shipping billions of dollars to Ukraine. Why is that?
Yep.
Why is that? Why does the IRS audit us, everything we do, but yet when we send billions of dollars to Ukraine, we can't get the Senate or Congress to attach an auditor to go over there and monitor the spending of that money? Why is that? We can't do that. And it's ludicrous. And I'll tell you, eventually, is when it gets too uncomfortable, as people react.
Yeah.
People react.
Absolutely. All right, guys. That is it for this one. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. See you guys on the next one.
Semper Fi. Take care.